Hello, you beautiful divine soul. Welcome to the soul energy update and forecast for October 2022. I got a hit from my guides to open up the Akashic Records of the collective soul energy and pull some cards to get some insight into what this energy is going to be like for us in October, especially with the full moon happening in Aries in Western astrology and in Pisces in Vedic astrology, and as we get ready to go into the eclipse season and the opening of the portal way into this eclipse energy. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about what the soul energies are, these are a set of 8 main energies that each person possesses. And we're all here to work with one or two specifically and to bring that through for our personal soul gifts. And yet we all embody all 8 of these. We're working and playing with all of them. And so if you want to learn more about that, you can check out this playlist up here. And so what we're going to do here today is just talk about the main soul energies that are coming through for us to work with as a collective, knowing that you in particular may be working with a specific energy that you're bringing these gifts and these energies through. So to start off, I pulled cards from 3 separate decks. The Medicine Card deck by Jamie Sams and David Carson, the Insight from the Body, Wisdom for the Soul deck by Courtney Putnam, and Your Sacred Wealth Code Oracle cards by Prema Lee Guerreri. So the first card I drew from the Medicine Card deck is Snake. And Snake is really coming through to teach us about transmutation, that alchemy of turning lead into gold within ourselves. This is not just about transformation, but this is about that deeper sense of taking everything we've been through to get to this point and really extracting the gold from that, to really heal the trauma and just be with any trauma and triggers that we have and allow ourselves to use that as fuel for the fires within ourselves, the fires of our passion. And this energy is bringing through a lot of divine wisdom soul energy, that universal law. It's cosmic energy. The first word I heard when I pulled this card is cosmic. And that heaven realm energy of that higher perspective, really allowing ourselves to look at the oneness of all and how each one of us contributes to the collective energy in a very positive way. That you, by doing your own internal work and living your own life, however messy it is, whatever mistakes you make, that just you being here, showing up for yourself is enough. You are enough exactly as you are. And it's that wisdom and that inner truth that applies to all of us, that universal law of enoughness, is what's really connecting us to that higher perspective and allowing us to connect that and bring that through, to channel that through us. And that snake energy is also reminding us of the birth, death, and rebirth cycle, that transmutation and transformation into something new, that shedding of the skin, and how you can be born anew into something that you have maybe never experienced within yourself, inside or outside of yourself before, while also remembering that you're bringing everything with you in a very positive way, that everything that got you to this point is what has been fuel for your fire, so that your passion, your purpose can really come alive. The snake energy is also bringing through a lot of divine power and empowerment, divine power and empowerment is coming up a lot in the collective right now as a collective energy for us to heal and really embody sovereignty and agency through divine power. And that's why entrepreneurship is so big right now. And people are being asked to leave a corporate structure or leave a structure that doesn't fit them in order to live their purposeful work and to serve in that way. That's a very divine power energy that we're all working with. Again, even if you have your own specific energy that you're bringing that through, that divine power is bringing forward a lot of fire. Again, as we're going through these full moon energies of Aries and Pisces and Vedic, Aries is that fiery energy, but they're reminding us, Pisces is the end of the cycle, Aries is the beginning of the cycle. So it's that every ending is the seed of a new beginning. So again, that birth, death, rebirth cycle, and allowing ourselves to transform. The next card that I pulled to really tune into this collective soul energy is the body wisdom card of the Uterus. So the Uterus card is all about manifestation, and it's about being and doing. So it's got that dual energy of being still, calm, just that centeredness of just being with nothing to do. And it's got the other side of the stick of going into action. And again, the fires of life, that watery stillness into the fires of life, and allowing ourselves to stay in stillness until it's time to act and to bring forward the energies again of death, birth, death, rebirth, and how the uterus, whether you are in a body with a uterus or not, we all have that energy. We all come from a uterus. We all have swam in those waters. And so it's really about going into that nurturing, that stillness, the dark, still mother energy that kind of like snake might be a fiery feminine energy. Snake was really bringing forward some feminine energy, but feminine energy in a way where you're speaking up for yourself. We're reclaiming old pieces of the feminine that haven't been acceptable for quite a while. So it's not necessarily pleasing or being the good boy or the good girl, but really harnessing your authenticity. And so Uterus is inviting us to do the same, to get in touch with that divine feminine energy and allow it to build within us until it's time to create and time to act. And, a uterus sheds and cleanses and fills back up every month, every moon cycle. So again, it's about that transformation and the newness and that constant birth, death, rebirth cycle, that allows us to come into stillness without having to do anything or be anything more than what we are until it's time to ebb and flow and move again. This uterus energy is also bringing forward the soul energy of divine order. This is also divine harmony and divine beauty. And it's asking us to create beauty in our world and to really look at where that is serving us. Where is it functional and where is it keeping us stuck? Because a lot of times divine order wants to create order outside of itself, wants to create a little bit of control so that everything else is in order and can be harmonized, even though a lot of times that ends up creating anxiety and chaos within the person who's trying to control everything outside of them and be the peacekeeper. So this energy is asking us to go within and find the order and beauty and harmony and the peace within ourselves, no matter the chaos going on outside of us. So it gives us this opportunity to really get deep in the body, get centered in the womb space, the pelvis, and centered in that lower rooted energy within ourselves. And to go within and just hold that space, even if there's anxiety because I've set a boundary that other people don't like, and now I can't control how they react to that. It's about allowing discomfort in order to ultimately create peace and well-being, because when you do that within yourself, it ripples out. Anytime you create well-being within yourself, it can only add to the collective well-being, even if it's uncomfortable for you or someone else. So then I asked for a clarifier card and how we can use these energies. And what I got is the Messenger, Mercury, from your Sacred Wealth Code Oracle deck. So the affirmation here is, I bring the light of awareness. This is about perceptive, progressive, intelligent, adaptable, changeable, psychic, versatile, candid, agile, communicative, insightful, imaginative, curious, instinctive. So the Messenger card is really asking us to bring forward the soul energy of divine wisdom and divine power and divine order, divine beauty, and to really bring it through the channel of divine communication. This is divine authenticity, and how that can come through our voice, come through our throat chakra, whether that's the written or spoken word or your own internal dialogue. It's about speaking up, speaking your authenticity, and allowing yourself to really embody that empowerment again, and also to listen at the same time, because our ears are part of our throat chakra. So allowing ourselves to listen and gather in that stillness, and then speak the light, speak the truth as you're ready to act. This is also about channeling and allowing yourself to be the channel, which really just means that you are opening to your higher perspective that's already within you. You're opening to allowing the right things at the right time to come through you, and paying attention to anywhere where you're blocking that, where you're damming the flow, and just getting curious about it. Why do I do that? Am I afraid of what will happen? Just asking yourself some deeper questions, not necessarily to change it until you're ready to act, but to take that into the deep stillness, in order to allow anything that needs to die, in order to be reborn and transmuted, to take that and just find okayness, find that well-being state of, this is where I am. I've gathered the data, I've listened, and I've taken stock of where I am, and that's okay. Where I am is wonderful and great, because I've brought myself to this point. And even though there's more, there's always more to experience in life. It's just about allowing what's present within you right now. So as you tune in to these energies for the month of October that are happening for you on a microcosm, as you experience the world and the collective on the macrocosm, play with it, have fun, allow yourself to connect to your own light, embrace your shadow, any of those shadow pieces that just want to be loved and seen and held, even if it's messy, even if it's chaotic, even if it's not what you want to be living, just to give it some love and give yourself a little bit more love, because you are a bright, shining being that is here for a reason, and your purpose, your purposeful self, is here just to live your own light. So thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you subscribe so we can stay connected. Click the bell for notifications. Have a fabulous month, and I am wishing you all the best.